Okay, I'm losing track of where I am. No, there's lots and lots of ways of doing the next one. So basically what I have done is, if you've hidden the risk text, I actually went back into ArcGIS Pro, and what I did there is I actually changed all my things that were null to very low, but you could just leave it at null. Okay, and I've opened a table. I exported it again, but if you didn't hide it, because if you hide things. Okay, so what I have here is a table. I'll just go insert another pivot table. Okay, so now what we want to do is, let's sort of like think how we're going to do this. Okay, so hectares, I think I want hectares as values. So let's put our class there. Okay, and we can put our total risk text. I want the risk text column. So we can do it that way around, or alternatively we can do that way around. Doesn't really matter. Okay, so that's it. I don't care. So go in here though and untick blank. Go in here and untick blank. Okay. So now also what we need to do is drag our text up. Okay, and what we need to do also is change the text here. Now to get it, you can't drag the whole column, you actually just have to drag the heading. Very high, because I want it in order. It makes potential impact buffer. Very low is no. Okay, so we have the grand total. And like, for example, there, the sum of hectares. Let's go in here, and I just want number format. You could try doing percentage. But if you just put number, I don't want to see all these decimal places. So you can see there you now have a chart which shows very high there. Now for a table that would be fine. You can also play around with that, and you can go, okay, so if you do sum of hectares, you can play around with things like this. You can show values as calculation. Let's try percentage of row total. Sometimes half the time I just like play around with this. So you can see percentage of, but you don't really want the percentage of row total because it doesn't really make sense. So what you can do is you can go there and you can do show values as percentage of column total, which I think is better. And you can see there, that's like as a percentage. If you want to show it in percentages, it does affect how you do your charts, however. Or else you can just go show values as, go back there, no calculation. You do all sorts of different things there. Okay, so we have very high, medium, potential, very low. So in terms of your chart, that's actually fine. Or you'll need to label it in a way that makes sense. Okay, so quite often it's easier just to copy the chart. Okay, so let's make it, for your table, let's make a chart out of it. Okay, I'm just going to click on this default. So what I want to do here is, first of all, we need two, so it's in the right order. So you give it a title and everything else. If you click on your chart, you can also go design. There's lots and lots. You can do quick layout. Can you see all the different things you can do here? Please be creative. Don't just copy my stuff. It's not that good. That actually looks quite nice. I don't really like dark charts. The 3D is a bit iffy. What's that one? Okay, you can have tables underneath. You can do that. I'll just click that one. You can also do quick layout, and you can actually, if you want to, put the table underneath it. Where's it hiding? There. Okay, and what you can do here is in your chart here, so you don't even have to have a separate. Make your chart title something like of bushfire risk versus new calculated risk or something. That's a horrible title, but it's fine. Also then what I suggest you do here, delete, blah, 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 blah. Hectares. I hate hectares. I hate inverted things like this because I can always stuff it up. Okay, now also what I recommend you do here is I suggest, for example, you can do like data table borders. There's all sorts of millions and millions of different things. But let's just change this. This has got very high as this blue color. I'm going to change the color. Let's change my formatting. High, I actually might leave that. Medium. You probably got to click fill. It's got like a whole automatic thing, so it's probably a bit of a pain to actually try and copy your so you might want to do this first. Do your fill first. We'll just do a red. We'll do an orange there. For what are we on now? Impact buffer. Do a lighter green, or sort of, you can go into like more fill colors, and you can do something more sort of yellowy green perhaps, and then you can click on to your low. Make sure you just highlight the one, and you can make that sort of dark green. Which one is this? I don't know why it didn't do all of them. Okie doke, so you can see there it's got all the different ones, and if you go back into your chart, I wonder if it'll let me do it the same way now that I've changed the colors. No, piece of poop. Okay, so you can see there you have there. You can add that, you can change the titles within the font, and you can see that's like, so you can see there, you can quite clearly see that's I mean, it's a Microsoft thing. You can make it bigger or smaller. Go Control A. Home. What are we on? 7 minutes. Better make it smaller. There we go. Okay, save. So it's not that difficult. It's fun.